So who is your PR representative? Who's the person out there talking about you, telling people why you're so freaking awesome and that they should be going on a date with you? I am Jacqueline, professional matchmaker and creator of Discover Love Matches. And this is a very important question to ask yourself, really, like, who's talking about you? Who's telling their single friends they should get to know you? I absolutely collect singles. That's what I can really say. You know, not the kind you get at the dance floor, but single people looking to find their match. And I have such an incredible abundance of people that I've been working with for so many years. And you know what? Before I became a matchmaker, I actually had never even matched a single person. I started my agency with zero zilch, not a single matchmaking, like knowledge, skills, preset. I just knew this was my calling. I knew that I was supposed to do it. Kind of like I bought a car that had a stick shift, and I always wanted to learn how to drive one, but I never made time for it. So when I bought this car, I actually had to call my mom to come to the car dealership and drive it home for me so that I could then learn once I got it. And I kind of put myself in the pickle. Well, I did the same thing with this incredible agency, and I was matchmaking people right away once I made the decision. And I really believe that you have to make a decision in whatever it is that you want, whatever you're committed to, whatever it is that you truly desire, whatever it is that you genuinely want to have happen. I find that a lot of times people are looky-loos at what I do because they're just kind of curious, or they've already decided there won't be a person for them in my list, but you know, it's great that I do this. And then when they ask me, I'm always so surprised because I just assume everybody knows that there's incredible singles out there. But I realize that you all don't have the kind of press my clients have. So I want you to know that there is somebody for everyone. There's a lid for every pot, as we say. But there's also options and possibilities. And honestly, many times when I make a match, people say, no, he's got this quality or that quality, or she kind of has got this, that's not my type. And they just blow it right off, where I'm thinking in my mind, oh my gosh, that person is so much more than the one or two things you've just said. But because as a professional matchmaker in the way that I run my agency, I know them more than their one or two things or the few things they added to our internal profile for their information being listed. I know them as a person. I know them as somebody that has that sparkle, that extra energy. I know the stories that we've shared. I've heard the laughter between them and another member. I've seen how they walk in a room and they make people feel invited and welcomed, and they have a hug that is memorable, and I see how they care about themselves. I see how they put themselves together. I see the people the way that most people don't, because yes, that's my job, but it's also my passion. It's my way of representing each of you. And I was thinking about this, like, if you had a friend talk about you to another person that might be a potential match, the reality is they probably don't even actually know what you want. They know you as their friend. They know you as their, hangout buddy, get a beer, go out to the movies, talk about work, talk about kids, friend. But they don't know you in what you want as an intimate partner. They don't know what really gets you to tick on that deeper relationship core, because that's my job. And I get to know that as a matchmaker. But if I'm not working with you, I want you to think about this. Like, what is it that you need people to know about you to give a little better influence, a little bit more suggestion, a little more introduction? And think about, who is your PR? Who is representing you? I have been so honored to work with so many great singles. When I didn't even know what I was doing when I started, I just knew I needed to do it. So thankfully, I didn't hold back. Just like you might not know how to find the love of your life. You might not know exactly what you're looking for. But once you make a commitment to find your person, it's amazing that incredible people begin to show up. the people that rise to the possibilities, the requests that happen. It's the tiptoe effect that people keep doing where they're just kind of like, I'm thinking about it, really don't get anywhere, and they use that as their excuse that there aren't any really good people out there. But those that join and just get all the way in, whether you're in my agency or you're telling your friends or you're showing up to events, but you're being present, you're being seen, and you're letting people learn about you, those are the people that are going to meet more potential matches. So I want you to really think about who is out there talking about you in a good way, who is influencing somebody to want to get a date with you. If I just left it up to my profiles on my site, there would not be nearly enough matches. But because of the fact that I get to know people beyond what the computer says, I get to know who they are. And I also know that sometimes it takes a little while. I've had people join my agency years after they joined my email list because they just weren't ready. I used to take it as personal, like, well, why don't they want to be in my agency? And then I realized it isn't anything about me. It's about where they're at on their love journey, what they're ready for, because I'm really good at what I do. So sometimes people aren't ready for the actual success of what that love match possibility could bring them. And another thing that's so important and so powerful is you being authentically you. Hold your own. Get your friends to know you on a deeper level. Don't just be on the surface. Be vulnerable. Like, I just went through a really tough time. I lost my father. He passed away recently. And I made a choice to let people reach out to me and respond to it. I can tend to be the super strong one and try to be great and let everyone only see my sunny disposition. And I know it threw some people off when I just replied that I was sad. But I also let people be there for me. I let them show me the side of them that was compassionate that I never got to experience because I acted like I never needed it. But you know what? There's been plenty of times in my life that I could use a good shoulder to cry on, somebody to cheer me up, somebody to show up for something special in my life. And I would often be like, oh, no, it doesn't really matter. So I had to ask myself, how much am I showing up? How much am I being vulnerable? How much am I wearing my heart on my sleeve? Well, these future videos are going to get so much juicier, so much depth to them, and so much more vulnerability because I'm going to do it right along with you. So I want you to really think about how the people in your life really know you and what is it that you're looking for in a relationship, and are they, the people in your life, aware of this? Do the people that care about you and wish you could find the love of your life know really what you're looking for? Not just the surface value, but the depth. So let's find you some PR. Of course, I would love to be your matchmaker, but my focus really is about you finding and representing yourself authentically, raw, vulnerable. Keep yourself safe and protected, but know that there's somebody out there that just wants to connect at such a deep, heartfelt, authentic level. We have such incredible people in our agency, and it's just a snippet of the eligible singles around the world. And so I want you to look around, share who you are, put your heart out there, show up, and then let people show up for you. You don't have to hold it all in. You don't have to hold it all together. You can actually let people see you. Take away anything that's holding you back, and let's get your PR going and tell people how awesome you are. I am Jacqueline, professional matchmaker with Discover Love Matches. Let's have you find love, enjoy love, and keep love.